SkyTrain in China. China is testing its first unmanned flying train. While it doesn't technically fly, it certainly looks futuristic. The SkyTrain is suspended from an overhead monorail that stretches 10.5 kilometers in length. Capable of reaching speeds of 60 kilometers per hour, it can carry up to 200 passengers at a time, functioning as a full-fledged train, just in the air. Remarkably, the construction of this monorail took only 7 months, making the installation time comparable to traditional train tracks. However, the advantages are clear: more space for people and vehicles, fewer accidents, and all of this at the same cost as a conventional train. The SkyTrain promises to revolutionize urban transport, offering a blend of efficiency, safety, and space optimization. It's a glimpse into the future of public transportation, where innovation meets practicality. China's BYD Yangwang U8, the world's first floating SUV, is a groundbreaking vehicle priced at $50,000. This high-tech SUV features a hydraulic system that adjusts its height by 150 millimeters and a tank turn capability for 360 degrees rotations while stationary. The base model can ford up to 1 meter of water, while the off-road edition handles up to 1.4 meters. In deeper water, the emergency floating mode activates. The engine shuts off, windows close, air conditioning circulates internally, and the sunroof opens for an emergency exit. It can float for 30 minutes and move at 3 kilometers per hour. Designed for emergency use only, not for recreational water crossing, the vehicle requires service center inspection post-activation. The U8 combines innovation, safety, and versatility, setting new standards in the SUV market. NIO ET9. NIO's ET9 sedan introduces a groundbreaking feature that sets it apart from other electric vehicles: the ability to shake off snow from its roof in a manner reminiscent of a dog. This innovative function is enabled by the car's intelligent chassis system and hydraulic suspension. In a recent demonstration, the ET9 showcased its ability to sway from side to side, efficiently removing snow from its roof without requiring any external assistance. However, drivers are advised to secure loose items inside the cabin, such as coffee cups, during this unique process to avoid any spillage or disarray. The ET9, unveiled at the end of last year, represents a pinnacle of luxury and technology in the electric vehicle market. It features a robust dual-motor powertrain that produces an impressive 707 horsepower, providing both speed and performance. The vehicle is equipped with a substantial 120 kilowatt-hour battery, which allows for an exceptional range of 255 kilometers after just 5 minutes of fast charging. Gyroscopic transport. In his vision for the future of urban transportation, gyroscopic transport, Dahir Insat aims to completely alter the way people navigate through cities. These solar-powered, disc-shaped cars use flywheels to float above traffic on stilts. Their multi-tiered transportation system has the ability to lessen pollution and traffic jams. Travelers can anticipate either cramped, subway-style seats or plush pods outfitted with sofas and televisions. Although the specific cost has not been made public, the idea's positive effects on the economy and the environment indicate that it may prove to be an economical choice for urban areas in the future. The design prioritizes user comfort and integration with urban settings, with the possibility of working in tandem with pedestrian spaces. This groundbreaking form of transportation is still in its early stages, but it has the potential to revolutionize urban transportation in a sustainable and efficient way. Renault Float. An innovative concept car that blends cutting-edge technology with a future design, the Renault Float in Motion is a vehicle that mixes the two technologies. Due to the fact that it has a distinctive spherical shape, it is able to move in any direction without any difficulty. The outside of the car is constructed out of a material that is translucent and has the ability to change color and transparency, which provides an appearance that is both dynamic and adaptable. On the inside, It features a roomy cabin that can be customized to your preferences with an emphasis on comfort and connectivity. Float in Motion is a vehicle that is built for autonomous driving and is outfitted with cutting-edge sensors and artificial intelligence to provide a ride that is both safe and efficient. It exemplifies Renault's vision for the future of urban mobility, which places an emphasis on user experience, flexibility, and environmental responsibility. Flying Train Dahir Insat. The Flying Train by Dahir Insat is a concept for transportation that was conceived by the Russian engineering company Dahir Insat. It is a futuristic transportation system. This cutting-edge system combines elements of conventional rail travel with cutting-edge technology, and it is comprised of train-like pods that are suspended from above lines. Although the pods are meant to move at high speeds, they offer an alternative that is both quick and efficient in comparison to traditional trains and urban transportation. As a result of its electric propulsion, the system claims to minimize the amount of traffic congestion and provide benefits to the environment. Additionally, the elevated rails allow for minimal interruption to the infrastructure that is already in place, which makes it a solution that is both adaptive and scalable for contemporary urban landscape developments. MG Maze Concept Car. To appeal to the motorists of the future, MG created the Maze Concept Car, a futuristic take on city transportation. It combines the worlds of mobility and gaming in a whimsical way. It's a little two-seater that's ideal for urban environments. Showcasing the internal mechanisms and adding to its dynamic look, the exterior sports a transparent shell reminiscent of high-end gaming PCs. Rather than using a conventional steering wheel, passengers can interact with the vehicle using their smartphones on board, thanks to cutting-edge UX/UI technology and floating seats. As a concept vehicle, the MG Maze tests out many ideas for where automotive technology and design could go in the future. There is no market value for it because it is not for sale. When it comes to innovation in design and technology, concept automobiles like the MG Maze are priceless. They frequently impact the creation of subsequent production versions. Skyway Technology Advantages. Skyway technology presents numerous advantages, particularly its cost-effectiveness. One of the primary benefits is its considerably lower construction cost compared to traditional and advanced transit systems. For example, Skyway integrates innovative transport infrastructure at a fraction of the cost associated with more conventional systems. This involves significantly lower requirements for steel and reinforced concrete, optimizing material use while maintaining structural integrity. In terms of transportation costs, Skyway boasts significantly lower figures when compared to rail, automobile, and magnetic suspension trains, achieving up to an 1,800% cost reduction over traditional monorail systems. The total estimated cost for projects like Skyway is around $300 million, exemplified by a specific project mentioned in the Miami Herald. Additionally, Skyway's implementation requires minimal leveling or mountain drilling. Airspace Cabin Vision 2035 Plus. For future airplane interiors, Airbus has proposed the Airspace Cabin Vision 2035 Plus, which aims to improve both the passenger experience and operational efficiency. As part of this plan, we envision biometrically enabled smart seats, individual climate control, and state-of-the-art in-flight entertainment systems that can use virtual reality and augmented reality. There will be a wide range of cabin configurations, from luxurious suites to economical classes, all with flexible designs to meet the demands of passengers. As part of the effort to make flying more comfortable, the design incorporates features like ample overhead bin space and better lighting. In an effort to lessen its impact on the environment, the cabin makes use of eco-friendly materials and energy-saving features. A substantial investment in research and development and high-end technology would be required to build such a cabin, but the actual cost is not known. EHang 216. Designed by the Chinese manufacturer Ehang, the Ehang 216 is a two-seater autonomous electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that is also referred to as the EH216S. Urban air mobility is the focus of this pilotless passenger-carrying unmanned aerial vehicle system, which demonstrates cutting-edge technology. The pricing of the EH216S is $410,000 for markets across the world that are not located in China. The suggested retail price in China is 2.39 million yuan, which is equivalent to around $338,000 in American currency. The Ehang EH216S is priced strategically to effectively penetrate the market, and it provides an option that is priced more affordably in comparison to the ideas that were made earlier. This pricing reflects Ehang's intention to make autonomous aerial transport more affordable and realistic, hence advancing the likelihood that electric vertical takeoff and landing technology will be commercially possible. Virgin Hyperloop. By rapidly pushing passenger or freight pods via near-vacuum tubes, Virgin Hyperloop intends to transform transportation. By combining electric power with magnetic levitation, these pods have the ability to travel at speeds of up to 670 miles per hour, drastically cutting down on travel time between cities. The goal of Virgin Hyperloop is to reduce the normally 6-hour drive time between San Francisco and Los Angeles to 30 minutes. The business's ultimate goal is to create a safe, efficient, and environmentally friendly transportation option that significantly reduces travel time and pollution. As the system is still in the planning phase, actual passenger pricing is not yet available. However, estimations indicate that it might be priced competitively with current airfare and high-speed rail options. Regulatory clearances and the effective deployment of the technology are prerequisites for the anticipated launch of passenger services in the 2030s. Bellwether eVTOL. An innovative electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft developed for use in urban areas, the Bellwether eVTOL is popularly known as Volar. Its wingless lifting body and concealed propulsion mechanism make it an excellent choice for urban settings. Redefining intracity mobility, the Volar is small, eco-friendly, and provides a smooth transition between ground and air travel. The third-generation Volar, the Oryx, offers enhanced flight efficiency and reliable performance in complicated urban environments, thanks to innovations in airframe design and flight control technology. The Oryx exemplifies Bellwether's dedication to developing innovative aircraft with a focus on human needs. It can accommodate 3 people and measures 3,700 by 6,300 by 1,900 millimeters. The price tag will likely start in the 7 figures, but as manufacturing gets more efficient and scales up, the hope is that it will converge with the cost of owning a car. Avant Solo Electric Sport Car. One-seater urban mobility is personified by the Avant Solo Electric Sport Car. Designed with an eye toward making an electric sports car's cabin more interesting and entertaining, the project began in 2020 as a partnership with Coventry University. For the lone traveler seeking an unforgettable experience apart from the typical internal combustion engine vehicle, this electric marvel provides all the power you need without the vibration and noise. Thanks to its small size and nimble handling, it can zoom through city streets. The Avant Solo's electric engine produces 56 horsepower, allowing it to attain a maximum speed of 129 kilometers per hour. On a single charge, the 17.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack guarantees a range of up to 160 kilometers. At a starting price of $18,500, this revolutionary electric sport automobile is affordable for eco-conscious individuals who want to make a statement. Plana eVTOL Aircraft. A South Korean firm called Plana Aero is working on a CP-01, a hybrid electric vertical takeoff and landing plane. They hope to make regional air travel more accessible with their hybrid air taxi, which has an impressive range of up to 500 kilometers and is priced affordably. This will revolutionize urban air mobility. When compared to completely electric vehicles, Plana's hybrid propulsion system improves fuel economy and increases range. If all goes according to plan, the business will supply SkyTaxi with 10 CP01 planes by 2030 and another 40 by 2040. It is said that Plana is trying to make it cost-effective by scaling manufacturing in an effort to bring the price down to $3.5 million.
It is pretty fascinating how China doesn't relent on on technologies. They keep innovating. They keep a lot of people call China as a copycat of the world. They copy from other countries and innovate or iterate, right? So it is pretty fascinating how China doesn't uh, how China doesn't relent on their efforts on their quest to really building the top to being the top technology producer and manufacturer in the whole world. When it comes to new and emerging technology, China wants to China wants to China wants to be the first, and one thing that they really do is any person that is inquisitive and or has the quest for knowledge, you know they will be filled with it. So they have that quest for knowledge, and they they are striving every way possible, every means and way possible, so as to acquire knowledge like that, and use the knowledge to improve on themselves. And let's talk a little bit on the let's talk quickly or a little bit on what we call TikTok. I don't know if anyone has ever heard about TikTok before. So TikTok is it's an online video sharing platform. TikTok started initially as a, how can I put it, as a solo system where it was a combination between a video sharing platform and is it music.io. So music.io incorporated or was merged in together with TikTok to form, I think, in together with another platform to form TikTok. So with the formation of that, and once it formed TikTok, by then we started creating ads, so as to market the product. And trust me, TikTok was heavily marketed in such a way whereby a lot of people started embracing TikTok. One of the things that gave TikTok the rise was the pandemic. It started before the pandemic. As the pandemic came up now, um, people started utilizing TikTok so much. Um, people's People started utilizing TikTok so much, and the platform gained wherever and gain rise. But we gotta know that before TikTok, right, there was a platform called Vine. Vine was first like similar to TikTok, where you created short videos, and it did belongs to Twitter. I don't know what happened, but Vine died after a while. And so I don't know if TikTok again then they took their knowledge from Vine, but they decided to create short form videos. And one of the things that gave TikTok the privilege is short form videos. Short form videos are really engaging. It's very easy to watch full short form videos more than long form videos. And TikTok did capture from that and harness its algorithm so as to create engaging and enticing content. And as TikTok started becoming more popular became a United States interest security interest threat. So I started seeing TikTok being banned in a lot of countries because the data has been shared with the Chinese government, right? And every other company will do that. People always say if China wants TikTok to be implemented in America, let it also implement Facebook, Google, and the rest in China. They also don't implement that because of national security purpose. So it's something that is pretty valid with the United States government wanting to put an end to TikTok, or TikTok is forced will be forced to sell be forced to sell to the American government. Uh, One of the things that uh, that makes TikTok stand out very well is its algorithm. You know, and they are refusing to sell this algorithm because TikTok knows that if it sells its algorithm, people will find out and see their secret on how they make their platform very engaging, very enticing, and it's their secret. One of the things that I started first seeing that China, they have a quest for knowledge, right? So they see that and they iterate and improve on it. And as they iterate and improve on it, they start getting better and they start producing astonishing things. TikTok is a good platform, but what really makes TikTok stand is its algorithm. It's very, very engaging, way engaging far than other social media platforms, other video creation and video sharing platforms. And it is indeed a trend. Before TikTok, we had no reels, we had no YouTube Shorts. But as TikTok came out, started creating YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reel, and the rest that is to show you and tell you how of a challenge TikTok is, especially to the global economy, to the United States national security, and the rest it just shows us that to improve in technology, you need to innovate, you need to iterate, you need to have R&D because those are very, very needed and essential when it comes to improvements. And they shifted from that and they're now into cars, And one of the things that gives China a leverage, especially when it comes to technology, is subsidies and the government being fully invested or interested in seeing its country being the top when it comes to technology manufacture and technology production. You would notice and see that the Chinese government supports China-owned startups and China-owned companies so much so as to produce astonishing products. And it is something that it's really of a leverage. And this reminds me of I think Elon Musk was speaking one time about what was he talking about? Um, I think he was talking one time about regulations. There are a lot of regulations. One of the greatest hindrance to innovation and technology. One of the hindrance to innovation and technology acceleration is regulations. Where there's regulation, a lot of regulations is difficult. It's same thing in Europe. One of the reasons why you don't find Europe producing a lot of startups and tech companies because of a lot of regulations in Europe. It's so difficult to innovate. You have to make sure you meet this law, you meet that law, you meet other law. If not so, it's so difficult. So you see a lot of companies just opting to move to the United States where the regulations are there, but it's not as severe. And China has harnessed and that regulation aspect by making its technology companies less regulated, and by so doing, speed up delivery, speed up return on there's return on investment, but return on demand. So speed up return on demand (ROD), meaning that if they create a product and users start finding it interesting, they have to produce more of that product, right? Or they have to innovate and iterate on that product. So they speed up the return on demand, like let's say cars. They speed up the return on demand on cars by continuously producing more of that since there's greater demand of it. Um, but in other countries, if you produce a car, it needs to pass I think NTA and all other regulations. So with the time when those cars need to pass that, it just takes a lot of time to a point where the startup companies are like, hey man, I don't really have that much time spend in doing this. So they decide to like, hey, they might shift to other countries. So I think whoever is listening to this, if you're governmental officials and you want your country or you want your people to really innovate well and speed up growth, and they were focused on the laws, some of the laws that are in place really hampers or hinders growth and development. So focus on that so that technology folks can really do their work very well. Regulations are very, very important. Regulations are super, 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 super important. Don't get me wrong, regulations are very, very important because if you don't put regulations, people will just do whatever they want to do. But it's good to be a little bit flexible on it so as to really guide and monitor what they do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.